What's up, family? It is none other than your boy JGiddins the Father. As usual, remember to be positive, be optimistic, and keep positive people in your circle, as those three things are key to ensuring positivity is invited in your future. I wanted to expound upon something I was talking about in my last live, and I would recommend that y'all go check out my last live. It's about 20 minutes long, and I was talking some things that I think are important topics as usual. But one of the things I was talking about was growing up our kids fast, right? And how black people, we know all the problems that black people have, right? Like, black people can fix black people's problems. We definitely know what our issues are. We know, that we're violent, we're aggressive. We know that there are things that happen in the family dynamic in our houses. We know that we have certain phrases like, what happens in this house stays in this house, right? We know all the little dirty secrets that we try to keep amongst each other. We know these things. We know what we do and what we don't do. You know what I'm saying? So, being that we're in a position where we know these things, right? Being that we're in a position where we know these things, in order for us to resolve them, the only thing we have to do is do what is necessary for any problem or addiction or issue, right? And that is realize it, right? The first thing you have to do is acknowledge and realize that you have a problem. Anybody who's not willing to acknowledge and realize that you have a problem is already facing an uphill battle when it comes to resolution of the problem, because what are you fixing? Because you have no idea. And what things do you need to fix? Because you can't analyze anything to articulate what you need to fix because you don't believe there's a problem. So black people are like that alcoholic who won't admit that he drinks, or you know what I'm saying? Black people are like that person who just thinks they're perfect and does nothing wrong, and everybody is just accosting them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even believe that we are black people. I mean, black is a color. So you have to be ignorant to believe that your existence is defined by a color. You know what I'm saying? So black people in general are just this group of people who just have suffered from misnomerization, and they have no idea of anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's these idiots, why would we even, to be honest with you, I'm black, and I would even say I struggle with finding a reason for other people to respect black people, because black people don't care about each other. And I'm not talking about that black on black crime shit. I'm not talking about that, oh, Pookie killed Ray Ray and they selling drugs and they killed each other. That's orchestrated by powers that be. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about that. That was all set up. That's a rat farm that's set up to work that way. I'm talking about how people like me who speak out about stuff like this will receive flack and hate from other black people, because they will spin and twist my words and try to say oh, see how he hates black people? Look at him talking about black people, are their own problem. See what he's doing? He's diminishing what's happening to black people on behalf or at the behest of other people. Is that doing that? Of course that's not doing that. But somebody who knows how to use a big word here and there and wear a suit and tie and can speak all like this eloquently, they can make anything sound like it's bad. This is why I don't like politics, because you can get some of the most stupid, idiotic, doofus morons to put on a suit and tie and speak eloquently like this, and speak with an inflection in their voice, which means that obviously they've got to have a lot of knowledge and intelligence in their tone, because there's no way that someone who does not identify with intelligence would like to speak with such a manner. There's no way, you know what I'm saying? They could do that shit, and then you sitting there oh, okay, this person knows. You know what I'm saying? And you looking at me oh, he's just a nappy-headed black guy. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's they got the upper hand on me and shit. I love that. It tripped me out because I'm on to him, bro. This is why I won't even have certain conversations with people. You got certain people let me first of all, let me shout out Candace Owens, okay? I want to take a second to shout out Candace Owens. I'm gonna clip this back. Candace Owens, if you don't know who I am, My name is JGiddins. I actually go by the alias of JGiddins, right? My first initial last name. And I have several characteristics of myself or personas in which I have placed at the back of that name. So we have JGiddins the father, JGiddins the artist, JGiddins the athlete, JGiddins the paralegal, JGiddins the, JGiddins the gamer, right? And JGiddins the father has a lot of love and respect for you, Candace Owens. I don't know if you made it through this much of this clip, because so far we're probably at like 30, 45 seconds, and you are a high value woman, okay? What I mean by that is your level of intellect, your perception, your ability to articulate what you have perceived is beyond that of your counterparts. Like, you're beyond that of your surrounding. And I say that with so much like grace and elegance and respect. I love what you are. I don't think that you are the body that I'm looking at when I'm looking at your podcast and when I'm looking at your videos. I don't think that you are that body. I am one that identifies with biochemistry. I study quantum physics, and I'm aware of the etheric realms. I'm aware of dark matter. I'm aware of all these things. I don't speak on them, but I'm aware of them. And I believe that your essence is one that is dystopian in a positive way, And I love everything about what you're doing. I love that you're able to say things that other women seem to be afraid to. You're able to hold women to account. One of the phrases that we like to say all the time is women need to police women. We need to see women policing women. And you are out here with a goddamn badge the size of Mount Everest. I mean, you're walking around to the point where you walk in the room, your frequency polices women. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you walk into a room, feminists are like, because you're that woman that will call out women. And the same thing with me. I am that father that will call out fathers. I fight for fatherhood. I have sole custody of my daughters, who, by the way, have a story that I think would be great if you knew about, because these are two young black girls who are being kept from their father illegally. I have sole custody of my daughters that I fought for and received, and their mother is illegally keeping them from me, has threatened my life, right? She has some man that she's forcing my children to call daddy, right? And this is not the first time she's done this, by the way. There's several men she's forced my children to call daddy, and there's been several times that she has alienated my children from their father. So I am a father who has fought for fathers' rights and stand behind fathers for the exact reason of wanting young women to turn out like you have, Candace Owens, because the level of accountability that you have and the level of give a shit, so to speak, for lack of better expression, that you have is one that is absent in women who lack masculinity, right? A lot of women lack the ability. No. Oh my goodness, bro. There's a car in front of me trying to come out in front of the traffic. I'm trying to tell them to stop, bro. Because, like, they're going to get their car hit. But anyway, my apologies. But look, for Candace Owens, if you saw this, I value you. I appreciate you. And I want anybody else who sees this to know, if Candace Owens responds to this, that car almost got into an accident, y'all. If Candace Owens responds to this, she is a real one, okay? And by real one, I do not mean hood, ghetto, ratchet, urban community member, okay? What I mean is she's an actual being who is authentic and real, like in terms of her affiliation with her rhetoric, right? A lot of people, they can't be held to their word. They can't be held to their standard, and they're not people who are touchable and reachable. If Candace Owens recognizes this clip, she is real, because I'm just some young black kid from Baltimore. I'm some young nappy-head guy from Baltimore. I'm almost 40. I don't believe in age. So I don't age. But for the sake of the Gregorian calendar's measurement of my existence, I am 40 years old, and or I'm almost 40 years old, and I'm just a nappy-head kid from Baltimore. And if she manages to If she manages to see this and respond to it, y'all should know in itself that she's real. She's not somebody just out here only speaking to people who give her, $200,000 or more, or only going to, places that have, white people or black people, or places that only have political people. She's really willing to reach the grassroots and touch people if she responds to this. Let this be a test. Let this be a test. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, and I'm gonna clip this back, and I'm gonna clip this, and I'm gonna tag Candace Owens. And this is the test, because I have recently become very interested in her intellect and I've become interested in what she believes is the plight of our people and of our society. And when I say our people, I mean black African Americans, that's what I mean. And I also mean people of the planet in general, meaning regardless of your race or whatever you may be, because we have to live amongst each other in peace and dignity, okay? That's all I got for y'all right now. Everybody remember to be positive, be optimistic, and keep positive people in your circle, as those three things are key to ensuring positivity is invited in your future. It's your boy JGiddins out, and I hope that I can speak with Candace Owens, bro. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I find it tough to find someone whose intellect and level of compassion, dignity, and integrity all can match mine. Like, and she's female. That means she's gonna exceed mine, because females are dominant to men. And this is something that only real men know. Alright? But y'all remember to be positive, be optimistic, keep positive people in your circle. It's your boy JGiddins out.